Mildy, up the grid down under, southwest Western Australia. Well, coffee. Coffee, another one. I just grab my stick, get on my high horse, and off we go. So, another one of them addictions that we're all sort of need in life. Yeah, I'll take you a different way today. I'll take you down here. Still raining. Still got heaps of rain going on. Yeah. Do you drink coffee? I don't know too many people that don't drink coffee. Yeah, again, my coffee experience began again, a bit like alcohol, in my mid-teens or early teens, probably 13, 14 or 15 or something. My parents used to drink black coffee every morning, you know. They'd get up and knock up a black coffee. I think they used to have black coffee in bed and talk a bit, you know, back in the day. And I didn't think they drank much after that first cup. So that was a few years ago. Yeah, so they used to drink black coffee, and then I had a sip. And again, a bit like alcohol, you know, how they drink this stuff. Bloody tastes horrible. Must be another one of them acquired tastes, you know what I mean? But I didn't find it give me too much of an effect from it. So I'd never really drank coffee. I couldn't see the point, you know. It's not like alcohol, you get drunk. Coffee, I didn't feel the buzz that everyone talks about, you know, the extra energy and all that. I didn't, well, maybe I didn't drink enough. That first sip was enough for me. I thought, no way, I'm not drinking this shit. Tastes horrible. And yeah, I didn't really drink it. And then, you know, I don't know, I was travelling around overseas, probably my mid-20s. So I didn't really drink coffee. And in the mid-20s, I ended up overseas. I think it was up in Nepal or India or somewhere like that, where they had all this, you know, this black coffee. Everyone's drinking this coffee, and also this coffee with some sort of milk in it. And so I thought I'll get into a bit of that. So I had a try and got into a bit of that. And then I remember I was in, I think it was Thailand. Yeah, all the foreigners were drinking. It wasn't so prevalent over there and back in those days. You know, in the late 80s, I was travelling around there. Yeah, it wasn't that prevalent, but the foreigners found a bit of coffee over there, and they were putting this condensed milk in it. And yeah, so I tried a bit of that, got into a bit of that. That was all right. And then he didn't really think I was addicted. And then it was when I came back to Perth. I was living in Perth, and I remember I was in the living in the flat. Had my wife and my first daughter was living with us, and I remember I got up to, I was getting up to about drinking black coffee. I was getting up to about 4 or 5 cups a day, and I thought, oh no, I might have to knock it on the head, you know. So I went cold turkey. I'm trying to work out how to get across the creek here. I went cold turkey on it, right? And man, I didn't realise at the time it was linked to the coffee, but might have to go back up here. Yeah, I'll never forget it. I had this horrendous bloody headache and feeling all sort of sick and terrible. Thought I had a virus or something, you know. I didn't know what was going on. And so I got through it. That lasted several days, probably 3 or 4 days that lasted, and sort of tapered off a bit. But yeah, that was a horrible experience. And so from that point, I gave it a rest for a couple of years, and then I forget how I got into it again, but started drinking coffee again, and then went on for a little while and getting up to several cups a day, and then I thought, nah, give it another rest, you know what I mean? And so I stopped again, didn't twig again, went through this sort of withdrawal pain, headache, and feeling horrible, and thinking some sort of virus or something, you know what I mean? I didn't twig. It didn't twig until about the third time. The third time, I gave it a rest for a while and ended up in it again. And I thought, oh, and then the third time when I quit, cold turkey again. You never give up coffee cold turkey, especially if you're doing a few cups. And then I thought, oh, I twigged on about the third time. So here's that track that comes through here. Here, tracks come through here, and then comes through here. Yeah, so it wasn't until about the third time I realised, oh, that's that coffee. And so so I stopped that time, and then it's probably a couple of years later. So this is going sort of from the early 90s up until about the mid 2000s, and I was in the finance game, and everyone wanted to meet you and have coffee. So I was on the coffee again, and and everyone wants to meet you and have coffee, and you're at the bloody cafe, and you're shoveling a bit of food in your mouth at the same time, and it's all coffee, and all them poor old franchisees that get a coffee shop thinking they're going into business and working chained to a bloody coffee machine 80 hours a week, taking home less pay than the staff. I feel for them coffee shops, franchises popping up everywhere, Another one of them industries. I just wonder if it's bigger than the alcohol industry. I just thought about it. Everyone's drinking coffee. Yeah, well, not many people don't drink coffee, to be honest. Anyway, and I found myself, queuing up at the coffee shop. You're queuing up, waiting for your fucking hit of coffee. A busy man, I go, I don't want to be standing in the queue everywhere. Sure, I'd knock my own one up now and then, and in the mornings and that, you'd have your own coffee, but then, out in the day, you're at the coffee shop all the time. Getting your fix of coffee, lining up with everyone else, getting your fix of coffee. And then it sort of dawned on me, I thought, oh, fuck this, wasting all this time standing around waiting to get a cup of coffee. So I thought, it might be time to give it a rest again. So what happened to me, I knew that, you don't, I think I stopped coffee again once before, and and I weaned myself off it, slowly weaned myself down from it. But this time I thought, oh yeah, I've had enough of it. I didn't start young and get hooked that young, but I thought, oh, I've had enough of it. Here's this rock, I'll take you this. So this track leads over to here, right? And a bit of a rock thing up there. I'll take you up there and have a bit of a look up there. Yeah, so it was around 2016, the end of 2016, and my family, all my siblings and that, were having a bit of a reunion over in Thailand, Krabi in Thailand. Beautiful place. Ever been to Krabi? Anyway, we were staying at the Laughing Gecko guest house, whatever it was, and the guy there, he had a full-sized pool table, snooker table, 6 by 12 foot or whatever they are, full-size one. So we, played a bit of pool in my day, around the pubs, playing for beers and that. And a young fella, and so got into a fair bit of pool while I was there. It was great. And then, I decided, it was New Year's Eve actually, New Year's Eve, so it was late 2016. It was New Year's Eve, and I thought, come up with a great idea. I think I weaned myself down. I think, New Year's Eve, I thought, time to give it a rest, but I would have planned it a bit because I know you don't cold turkey coffee. It's one thing you don't do. Anyway, the last coffee I had, I don't think I'll drink it again. The last coffee I had was 10 o'clock, New Year's Eve, playing with pool with the owner of the guest house. Never forget it. The great last coffee. And as long as my arse points to the ground, I never drink coffee again. I got into tea for a bit. But on my first fast last year, my first 10-day fast, I was drinking tea and honey and lime. And then about 6 days into the fast, I gave the tea a rest and just went back to water. Had a bit of a gout attack or something. And then I thought, I got rid of the tea, no need drinking tea, just have honey and lime now. So look at this. This is a rock thing here, and someone's built this thing. I haven't built this. This isn't on my property actually. This is neighbour's property, Terry's. But you got this rock thing he's built, or someone's built it here. This thing here. So you sit up here and look out over the valley there, quite a way. Yeah, might just sit down here. So I just couldn't handle the addiction. So what I was thinking is if for some reason you couldn't get a coffee after you've been drinking it, and you have to go through all that withdrawal thing, it's bloody cruel. You get up to 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day and cold turkey it and see how you feel. But it's just another one of them addictions, I'm not telling anyone not to drink their coffee. They love their coffee. People jokingly say they can't live without their coffee. It's true. And then they turn around and whinge about the cost of living pressures. It's not a need that you need. It's a want. You enjoy your coffee. I mean, I'm off the coffee. I'm not drinking no more coffee. And I don't know, I think it does something to your body. I never get the high or the energy what they talk about. I think I've already got too much energy and I don't really feel any effect from it. So another thing, it's just a waste of money and time. So I've just stopped it. I don't have to keep up with everyone, drinking their coffee and saying they can't live without their coffee. But yeah, you live with your coffee. Just give it a go. See if you can stop and see what sort of pain you go through. So the problem is if you can't get a coffee, you have to go through all that pain. Enjoy your day. Like and subscribe. That's just my story on coffee. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or anything. I'm just telling you my story on what happened to me, and I never really got into it as a young fella, and it wasn't so prevalent back in the day when I was little. or young, there wasn't a coffee shop everywhere, you know, like 3 or 4 coffee shops in the shopping centre. Then you go around there, you sit around, look at each other and have a coffee and a bit of a babble and off you go. I suppose it's a great little social thing, but when you get a bit busy, I just didn't see the point of it. So again, I give it a bit of a rest. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, help us out. I hit everyone channel I look at now when I'm doing YouTube. I always hit a like and subscribe. Takes nothing, you know, help the poor people out. Trying to, you know, become a YouTube employee. You got to be careful what you say. They reckon some of them, you know, I suppose they don't get at you until you're making money from them. Anyway, enjoy your day and we'll catch you in the next video. If you got anything from it, yeah, hit like and subscribe and share it. Cheers.